I just got back from Miami, but just last year, me and my mom, and shout out to my mom, went out to go see my foster sister in Jacksonville, Florida. This story comes out of Jacksonville, and I've heard of some very wild things going on out there. It's just heartbreaking stuff. This is not only heartbreaking, but it is flat out stupid as stupid gets, okay? But before I get into the details and get a little too disrespectful, let me warn you that you might find my content controversial or offensive. The information is coming from a credible source, which is from fox35orlando.com, so thank you for the article. Also getting this from police charges, official police charges, news website articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinion about the facts of the story. The point is to use this as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing these tragedies. Viewer discretion is advised. That's your official disclaimer. I want you guys to take a look at what the face of stupidity looks like. These two men on my screen, I don't even want to call them men, but I'm going to tell you, when somebody walks up to you without a shirt on, it is best to go the other direction real quick. Both of these men are fools. Both of these men deserve life in prison for what they did. Now, body camera video shows the intense moments after two fathers allegedly shot each other's daughters. Let me say that again. They didn't even shoot each other. They had a problem with each other. They didn't shoot each other. They shot each other's children. Yes, you heard that right. This is just another level of stupid. It just don't get much dumber than this. William Hale, 36 years old, and Frank Allison, 43 years old, are both facing attempted murder charges for the incident that unfolded near Jacksonville on October the 8th. So this was only a few weeks ago. Nassau County Sheriff's Office said. William Hale's 5-year-old daughter was shot in the leg, and Frank Allison's 14-year-old daughter was shot and suffered a collapsed lung, arrest report stated. God dog. I'm sorry, but I thought white men were pretty good at shooting weapons. Like, I thought they were pretty accurate, right? They could hit targets from 200 yards away. I know that's a very general statement, but good Lord, man. Y'all have a problem with each other and y'all kids that sounds like they shot the kids on purpose. But then again, if y'all two grown men got a problem with each other, why didn't y'all shoot each other? If it's going to come to this, road rage my ass. This is just flat out dumb. I don't even know how you even purposely do that or even accidentally do that. Why you would even think to do that. Or how could you be that bad of a shot? If you ask me, I think this was absolutely on purpose. Their intention was to shoot each other's kids, not each other. I don't know. After the incident, both men pulled over near a patrol car and began fighting. A deputy reportedly had to break them up. You were brake checking me. Allison is heard yelling at Hale while screaming obscenities. Allison's 14-year-old daughter, whose face is blurred in the video, is sitting on the ground being attended to. It hurts, she yells. Do I have to ride in an ambulance? The video is muted as her father talks to the deputy before he says, I would never ever put her in this position. Hale is seen in the body cam video telling the deputy that he's sorry before he has read his Miranda rights. Deputies said that Hale and Allison were riding in separate vehicles with their families on U.S. Highway 1 when they began brake checking each other and appeared to be in a cat and mouse game. Deputies said that they spoke to Hale, who was driving a black Dodge Ram. They said Hale had told them he was involved in a road rage incident with a Nissan Murano driven by Allison. The report states that Hale and his family were driving back to Georgia from Jacksonville when Allison reportedly attempted to run him off the road. Someone in Allison's vehicle began flipping off Hale, and then someone in Hale's truck threw a water bottle into Allison's vehicle, the report states. Moments later, the report says Hale said he heard a pow and his 5-year-old daughter was shot in the leg. Then he says he grabbed his pistol and fired everything that was in the clip at Allison's vehicle. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. He fired everything that was in the clip, a.k.a. the magazine, at Allison's vehicle. One of the rounds struck Allison's 14-year-old daughter in the back seat, where the report stated. Both men were arrested. This is just dumber than you could even describe, than you could even imagine. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Hashtag you can't be that level of dumb. Hashtag dumb as a bottle of molasses. Just slow. Hashtag El Stupido. Y'all got any more? Y'all want to post in the chat? By the way, if y'all were watching, do me a favor, click that thumbs up. Share this video. We have got to share these stories like this and let people know what's really going on out here. Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. More upsetting news of gun violence around the country today, including a disturbing...
Not gun violence. Stop calling it that, ma'am. Thugs with guns. The guns didn't do anything. These thugs picked up these guns and did something. That's called thugs with gun violence. Let's get it right.
Case of road rage. Police say 2 fathers got into an argument, pulled out guns, and ended up accidentally shooting each other's daughters. Stephen Fabian on a story that has even the local sheriff shaking his head.
A road rage clash between 2 dads ended in disaster after they allegedly wound up shooting each other's daughters.
What is scarier than one crazy driver with a gun? Two crazy drivers with a gun.
Police say the 2 dads got into a high-speed cat-and-mouse face-off on the highway. They say there were sudden stops, obscene gestures, even a bottle thrown at one car, until suddenly gunfire erupted. This dad allegedly opened fire and hit a 5-year-old girl in the leg. Cops say the other dad fired back as many as 8 times and hit a 14-year-old girl in the back.
They shot my daughter in the leg. I know where they shot.
You can hear one of the wounded girls in the police body cam video.
Do I have to run in it?
This is one dad, Frank Allison. This is the other, William Hale.
Yeah, the right to remain silent.
Facebook photos show Hale with his family, and this is Frank Allison's family. Both fathers have been charged with attempted murder.
There could have been 2 dead kids because of 2 stupid grown men.
You were pretty outspoken about these guys.
Didn't I not just say those exact words? Let me back that up. Love that he said that.
Attempted murder.
There could have been 2 dead kids because of 2 stupid grown men.
You were pretty outspoken about these guys during the press conference. Why?
When I first heard about it happening, I thought of the movie Dumb and Dumber. They don't shoot each other, they shoot kids that are in their vehicles.
If convicted,
Didn't I just say that? I agree.
each dad could face up to 15 years in prison.
Give them the whole 15 years. I think they deserve it. They need to suffer for what they did, and at least these children will survive. That's the good thing about this. Let's keep going.
Fathers face attempted murder charges after deputies say they opened fire during a violent road rage fight and ended up shooting each other's young daughters. The explosive argument happened in the Jacksonville area on Saturday. Officials say tempers flared as the two men drove erratically around each other, both driving with their families. One of the men pulled out a handgun and tried to shoot out the other's tires, instead hitting a 14-year-old girl. The second father returned fire, striking the other's 5-year-old daughter. Both girls are expected to survive.
Y'all did.
Do me a favor, let's take your daughter.
Now at 11, a look at what unfolded after a road rage shooting in Nassau County over the weekend. 2 children were shot during the incident, and 2 fathers face attempted murder.
Sometimes we see people acting stupid and doing dumb things out on the highway. They sometimes let their emotions get the best of them, and they don't really think about the consequences of their actions or what could happen as a result of their stupidity. Today, I'm going to talk about one of those cases. This is the information we know right now. Of course, some of it could change as we continue our investigation. This is a road rage incident that occurred a little after 6 p.m. on Saturday, October 8th, on US 1 south of Callahan. The NCSO received multiple 911 calls with reports of people being shot. According to a witness, there was a black Dodge Ram pickup truck with 5 occupants and a gray Nissan Murano with 3 occupants involved in a road rage incident. He described it as a cat and mouse game the whole time. He stated that both drivers were driving so erratically, he called 911 because he thought something bad was going to happen.
For some reason, they do remind me of Ren and Stimpy. That's a good catch. I like that. Great comment.
At some point, there was also another pickup truck involved in the road rage, but wasn't involved in the shooting incident. According to our investigation, the driver of a black Dodge Ram, William Joseph Hale, age 35, from Douglas, Georgia, and the driver of a
Is that going to play?
Cummings-Jacksonville area, over automatic handgun, and fired 1 shot at the Dodge truck before driving away at high rate of speed. Allison stated the reason he fired his weapon was to get out of the whole situation. The bullet that Mr. Allison fired went into the right side rear passenger door of the pickup truck and struck a 5-year-old girl in the right leg. According to the driver of the Dodge Ram, Hale, he heard a loud pow, but he really didn't think nothing of it until everyone started freaking out in the back seat. When he seen the Nissan Murano speed away, he then realized his daughter was shot. As the Nissan was leaving the Dodge Ram, the Ram driver, Hale, sped up to get closer to the Nissan and began firing several shots from his Glock 43 9mm semi-automatic handgun out of the driver window with his left hand back at the Nissan. According to the Dodge driver, Hale, he shot everything that was in the magazine, 7 or 8 rounds. At least 3 bullets struck the Nissan. One of the bullets went through the rear of the vehicle and struck a 14-year-old girl in the back, causing a collapsed lung. As both vehicles were speeding northbound on US 1, they observed an NCSO patrol car at Kimmy Road in US 1 and stopped, and the 2 drivers got out and started arguing and fighting with each other. The deputy had to break up the fight. The deputy then called Nassau County Fire Rescue, who transported both juveniles that had been shot to the hospital. Their injuries turned out to be non-life-threatening. After our investigation, Frank Gilliard Allison and William Joseph Hale were both arrested and charged with attempted murder and booked into the Nassau County Jail.
I'm the one to call, brother. You're right,
I'm the one to call.
Okay. Y'all did.
Do me a favor, let's take care of your daughter. Just stay right here, okay?
Absolutely. I'm all about taking care. Oh my God.
Look at me, you're okay.
These two are from Georgia. They're playing. Back and forth playing.
I know, sweetie.
I would never, ever put her in this position.
Bravo 1301, be advised, Fire Rescue, they're going to have a trauma alert to...
Do I have to run in an ambulance?
Be advised, we have 2 patients.
I'll take my shirt off. You saw them. I don't know where you were. They were.
Hey, you got some really...
I wonder why they keep muting the mic like that, or if that's accidental.
I'm sorry if you can't understand. I'm sorry I can't understand.
We're good. We just want to read you your rights so that way you are aware. So there's not still not answering any questions or asking any questions. We're just letting you know what's going on. So from this point forward, you are
I'll tell you everything.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now or in shortly?
Do I need to have an attorney?
It's totally up to you. We're not going to be asking you any questions. We're just letting you know of your rights before, so that way you understand.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you what happened.
And we're not asking that question right now. We just wanted to be sure you understood before anybody else just walked up and started talking to you.
I want to say about it.
I'll walk with you.
Somebody said Pinky in the brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're Pinky and the brain. I like Ren and Stimpy a little bit better. That's what they remind me of. It's absolutely stupid. And I still find it ironic that they were mad at each other. Grown men were mad at each other. Even after they got out of the vehicles, still could have chosen, I'm not saying they should have, but they could have chosen to still use their weapons and use them on each other. And somehow 2 children end up shot. One with a collapsed lung. You could die from that shit. You could have died from getting shot in the leg. Was it worth it? Attempted murder. 15 years in prison. Was it worth it? Ruin your life for what? Ruin your kid's life for what? Ruin your family, ruin your marriage, ruin your job, your ability to provide for your family. For what? Absolutely stupid. Post this video. Hit that thumbs up. Let more people know where to find this video. I like that. Hashtag lame asses. Thank you guys so much. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Love you all from my heart to yours. Love you all. Protect yourselves. Have a great day. Have a great night. All right. Peace.